We have seen the search area scale back, and why? Well, you just mentioned at the top of the show, police say they've detained multiple people in the search area where there's this for sale sign. This is the last known address for the couple. It's not known right now whether the wife died inside, but what is clear, according to loved ones, is that they saw red flags right away. Door after door, neighbors say the suspect used that same ploy with everyone. As you know, Forest Hill has gone dark following those evacuation orders. The only thing lighting up the nighttime sky are the flames across the canyon. We have seen debris flow throughout Mosquito Ridge Road, washing off the ridge here onto some portions of the street. Capital Yamaha believes this group knew exactly what they were doing, what they wanted, and how to get it done. They went inside and grabbed the bikes. Shock, surprise, saddened. That's been some of the responses from City Hall down to neighbors, where you can see there's this memorial here that is growing. Typically around this time of the year, Northern California is one big tinderbox, but Tropical Storm Hilary brought much needed rain to an area that's normally gearing up for the height of fire season. This rally is expected to start in just a few minutes. Here you can see it, there are actors already gathering. Nikki Campbell often played throughout this neighborhood. The day she disappeared, a neighbor told me she asked if she could play with her daughters, but it was dinner time. Never did that mother think she would ever not see Nikki again. You see just how massive these snowbanks are. It's just incredible to think about just how much snow this region received. Today is all about traditions. People are out here spending time with their friends and their family. Right now, there is a lot of interest in this home, but will it generate an actual buyer? The listing agent tells me her phone is ringing off the hook. Behind me, you'll see that the semi-truck driver did not pay attention to any of the road signs here. And meanwhile, we've seen large trucks evacuating people, with many not knowing when they're going back home again. Whatever happened, the heated dispute lasted nearly 30 miles before ending right here in Tracy. And investigators say this is where the victim's car came to a halt, crashing through the brick wall and dumpster. And tonight, police believe there may be other victims out there. Drivers behaving badly.
A vehicle would just come out of nowhere.
So many have been on the receiving end.
I was actually not even doing anything like wrong or illegal. I was just waiting my turn to go.
On August 4th, Tracy police responded to a road rage turned deadly near Tracy Boulevard and Clover Road after receiving multiple calls. But the department believes the dispute began nearly 30 miles away in Pleasanton on I-580. When officers arrived, they found 61-year-old Ryan Wood shot in his Jeep Wrangler. The suspects in their white Nissan cargo van gone, but not for long thanks to license plate readers.
Our officers had the suspects in custody within 15 minutes.
For days, the Manteca victim fought for his life, but police say he died this morning.
It's unbelievable because it doesn't happen that often here.
Tonight, Jacob Navarez and Eduardo Tarvin's charges are upgraded to murder. Investigators believe there may be more victims. The pair may be responsible for several road rage incidents, including weapon brandishing in the area over the past few months. For one family, they lost their loved one.
You never know what people are going through or what people are thinking. It could be one small incident that causes somebody to act in a violent manner, and in this instance, it ended in tragedy.
And police say they're seeing more road rage reports as the area grows. More traffic follows. There's more gridlock, and with that, of course, more frustration. If you happen to witness this incident or believe that you may be a victim, Tracy Police wants to hear from you. This weekend, we're told there will be dozens of extra officers on standby in case any sideshows pop up in the parking lots, on the streets, or on the freeways. The warning tonight: don't do it, otherwise you'll get caught. It's day one of a traveling sideshow dubbed as LA to the Bay and Cali versus everyone.
I wouldn't like it because the strangers and everybody coming in, it's too crazy.
Sacramento police joins a long chorus of law enforcement sounding the alarm about the possible illegal and dangerous sideshow activities expected to happen this weekend. Some worry the warnings may rev up the adrenaline rush for drivers.
That might cause some kids to kind of try to challenge that.
In San Joaquin County, stakes may be higher as CHP tells me intel reveals the county may turn into a hotbed for the hair-raising stunts.
And it looks as though the Sacramento law enforcement agencies may have shut that down. And so the only other logical location that is pretty close to Sacramento would be Stockton.
CBS 13 previously covered shootings and injuries stemming from the Wild Street takeovers. Multiple police departments are vowing to crack down on drivers and spectators. The message: you won't outrun the law.
If you end up getting away, don't think that that's the end of it.
Here's why police can still nab the drivers afterwards. Nowadays, everyone is recording. The thinking is if you're caught up in a sideshow, CHP tells me don't get out of your car. Instead, press record. Try to capture the car descriptions and license plates. That way, police can go back and check the plates and later impound that car. Hey guys, this morning it cost me about $97 to fill up my SUV, and it wasn't even on E. Ouch. Well, here at this West Sacramento gas station, you can see that the price for regular unleaded gas, that is about $6.09. And tonight, there's hope relief is on the way.
Gas prices are soaring to all too familiar levels, affecting everyday drivers.
Yeah, it's like you're working just to put gas in your car.
To truckers.
Astronomical. California prices are way too high.
In 24 hours, AAA reports the average price for regular unleaded gas in California shot up by around 14 cents, hovering just over $6.
If you ask the state of California, they'll say that there's two reasons. One, there's maintenance issues going on in refineries in California. And two, the global price of oil is very expensive.
State GOP lawmakers are pushing for Governor Gavin Newsom to intervene by transitioning early to a winter fuel blend while calling again for a suspension on the gas tax.
It just goes up every single year. So, and I don't really think, our roads are getting that much better.
In the past, this call has been rejected by critics who doubt the savings would trickle down to drivers. In a recent letter, the governor did push for the switch to the cheaper fuel option. The newly created Division of Petroleum Market Oversight is expected to monitor any price gouging. The watchdog falls under the California Energy Commission and already is faced with a January 1st deadline to provide proposals on necessary market reforms. While state leaders work to find relief, California drivers are trying to get the most bang out of their buck.
But I do try to combine my errands as much as possible
before their wallets burst.
Yeah, I'm back on here live again this evening. You might remember that the price of gas reached an all-time high back in June 2022. That was around $6.44. So the concern is right now we could be paying prices similar to what we saw, and of course, nobody wants that.